Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshack here, and we have some Demon Hunter Zerg cards for the Starcraft mini set here. We got some juicer stuff. Kerrigan seems nuts. Let's see if it synergizes with what we have coming out from Demon Hunter. As Demon Hunter, not besides just aggro Demon Hunter, there's not a lot floating around. So maybe we get some mid-range, maybe we get troll, maybe we get like a giant Hydralisk. Let's take a look here. We got the 4-mana 2/6. After a friendly minion attacks, deal 1 damage to a random enemy or 2 if your minion is a Zerg. So stat-wise, 4 mana, 2/6, fairly hard to deal with. It's not a Maul and Paul where it has 8 health. If it did, I would probably call this card a 5-star card. So a 2/6, again, not the easiest thing to deal with. Still a decent amount of health. Its ability, I think, is obviously why you're playing it, not the stats, and that's deal 2 to a random enemy. It can go face or it can hit a minion, and it being 2 damage if it's a Zerg is a lot. So if you've got 2 or 3 Zergs out, you play this, you attack, you're doing 6. I mean, that seems pretty play it, immediate impact on board. Kind of a win more though, because you need to have stuff on the board for this to have an effect, and if you don't, you just play this. You need to be able to summon Zergs that have Rush. Currently, no Zergs, from what I know, have Charge. And most of them can be given Rush with the location, which is not bad. We know that we can summon a bunch of Zergs with some of the neutrals and the location with what we've been provided already. Obviously, a decent card, but in my opinion, kind of a win more, but very powerful, obviously, if it sticks around, and it probably will with 6 health on turn 4. Maybe not in this particular meta, given how fast things are going. But when the rotation happens, I think this will be a pretty good card. Taking a look at the next card, we have a 2 mana. Your Zerg minions have +1 attack and rush last 3 turns. Okay, so this immediately synergizes with the card we just covered. This is going to be like an aura, like we've seen Demon Hunter have in the past, or Paladin. And 3 turns, insane. Your minions have +1 attack and they have rush. So obviously an exceedingly powerful card here. Very, very good. Demon Hunter is doing a lot of damage like normal to you. This is obviously very, very powerful. Very, very good. We know there's going to be a lot of Zergs flying out, giving them +1 attack for trades, or even just going face if they stick around is a lot. And then 3 turns is obviously a lot as well. So new aggro Demon Hunter Zerg card. Very, very, very powerful. And then we have the Mutalisk, a 4 mana 5/2. So same mana cost as the first minion we had covered, which kind of sometimes can make things awkward. Also damages the minions next to whomever it attacks and the enemy hero if a neighbor is missing. So without the text and the enemy hero, if a neighbor is missing, I think is really, really key here, because this is absolutely gonna get rushed. So most of the time it's gonna be a 4 mana 6/2. You know it's gonna trade into something, and then it'll also hit face for 6, as long as there's not 3 minions. And if it hits 3 minions for 6/2 at 4, that's really insane too, because you're clearing probably 3 minions for 1. But yeah, Mutalisk seems absolutely insane. Like, his card seems, if it didn't have the enemy hero if the neighbor is missing, right? Because you can just attack a minion on the right. You can actually hit like in the middle of 2 minions, right? And it'll kill 2 minions and send 6 face, right? It just says, and if a neighbor is missing, which means it only needs to miss 1 neighbor. So you're clearing 2 cards and dealing 6 to the face. This card is very, very good. Wow. This is an exceedingly powerful card coming. I am at, all right, Demon Hunter got some Zerg juice. All right, so with that, that is all of the Demon Hunter Zerg cards. Gotten a good look at Zerg so far, and it seems very aggressive. We will see if some of the other control decks like Terran and Protoss can keep up with Zerg, but from what we've seen, Zerg is looking very serious for an aggro deck. And as we know, when expansions come out, or even mini sets come out, the aggro decks take hold of the meta first, because they kill you before you get to do what you want to do. And then once people start refining decks and people start playing with things and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, the control decks and mid-range decks start picking up steam, because they can defend against the aggro once they get more refined. But I'm assuming once the mini set releases, everybody's trying new stuff. These Zerg decks are probably going to kill a lot of people really quick before they can do what they want to do. Just keep that in mind when the mini set comes out. Don't build your decks too greedy because you're gonna have to play against Mutalisk, where it's gonna 4 mana 6/2 hit you, or 6/2 hit you in the face and kill 2 of your minions. So with that, as always, I'm Robert Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.